What is up, everyone? This is me, Eric Beck. Once again, I ran out onto a little problem. This is episode 2 of Don't Starve, by the way. Ran into a little problem. I forgot to mute my speakers on my computer. So now, and they are full blast, so the sound from my speakers was bleeding through into my mic, and the audio was unbearably horrible, okay? So now I have to do a post commentary of this episode. I know it's probably gonna be stupid, but I'm sorry. It's the only thing I can do, and I don't really feel like scratching this episode because I have a lot of stuff planned to do tonight. So yeah, I'm just gonna watch the video. While I'm watching, I'm gonna give some commentary. It's only 22 minutes, so hopefully it's gonna be one of the only times I have to do this. So let's start the video. For me, the video will probably be already playing for you guys. But yeah, here I was just explaining this is gonna be episode 2, and even if you guys didn't like it, I was having fun with this game, so I just wanted to record it. I know it's pretty framey in this episode, and you're just gonna have to bear with me. I mean, like I said, if I get too much negative feedback, I'll quit doing the series, but I will continue the series once I beef up my computer. I just have to get the money first. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start back on my adventure mode. I was gonna try to get to World 2 on this episode, but I eventually wasn't able to do that, which I was pretty sorry about. But I did some pretty decently funny stuff here, and it was funny because that little frame there, I was freaking out because I thought my hair was on fire. It was hilarious. The live commentary was pretty great. It was hilarious, but yeah. So I start this episode, I just walk around, collect some supplies, and yeah, I'm just walking around here getting some more twigs and grass, because those are very common in the recipes in this game. Twigs and grass, they're probably the most used item for the recipes in this game. Like, for instance, the fires that you have to make every night, if you don't have a fire pit yet, they take twigs, logs, and no, I think they take flint, logs, and grass. And then the tools, they take twigs and flint. Flint's another important ingredient, but once you'll start getting too much flint and you won't have any use for it anymore. And yeah, that hasn't happened to me yet in this game, but I've seen some Let's Players episodes, and they have so much flint that they don't even do anything with, because most of them, later in the game, you'll get a lot of gold and you can make golden weapons and golden tools. Here I was really tempted to go attack that beehive, but I chickened out again because I didn't have any armor still. But I do go attack a single bee, and you just watch what happens. I was kind of scared in the live commentary because I thought I was gonna die. I do it here soon, I'm pretty sure. But right here, I was talking about attacking the beehive, and I was scared, so I was talking about making me a log suit. So I wanted to go back to my science machine, which I left in that grassland, and go make a log suit real quick. But I run into a pretty funny distraction. You'll see. I think I pick a bush or something, or I chop down a tree or something like that. Oh no, yeah, I investigate that. I think it comes out of that bush. Yeah, oh yeah, there's the gobbler. It's a turkey, which was added in the update for Thanksgiving. And you can kill them, and you can get a drumstick and a bunch of morsels. So what I was trying to do is I was trying to get it stuck on that at the edge of the map, because the edge of the map is right there. But this thing's AI must have been patched or something, because he used to get stuck on the edge of the map all the time. He would constantly get stuck on the edge of the map. But he didn't do it this time. I just eventually just let him go. He retreated back into another berry bush, and I wasn't able to get him. Before he retreats into the berry bush, he eats his the berries off the bush, which sucks because now I don't have my turkey meat, and I don't even have any berries because he ate them. Because he's a rude turkey. Yeah, turkey. You guys like Steve Brule? The Steve Brule from Tim and Eric Awesome Show, great job. The Steve Brule from Brule's Rules, or no, Dr. Brule's, check it out. That I didn't like that. That was not funny to me. But the Brule's Rules, Steve Brule for Tim and Eric Awesome Show, that stuff is hilarious. Me and my sister and her boyfriend used to go crazy over that stuff. Like the panini maker one. Like, or like the one where he he gets a bunch of fruit and he's talking about the fruit and he grabs the banana and he's like, well, here's a squash, and then he gets the apple and he's like, I have no idea what this is. Like, who brought this? I did not ask for this. And it's like, it doesn't sound funny when I'm doing it, but it just, his whole demeanor, he just plays that character perfectly. And I'm still messing around with this gobbler. And like my character says, I sure showed him, so I'm just like, well, okay, let's just make our character think that we won, and I'll just walk away. Here I'm making a trap so I can try to catch some rabbits, so I can get their morsels. Which, watch what happens. I don't understand. Oh yeah, and I attacked this bee. I'm like, haha, this is so easy. He didn't even hit me once. All of a sudden, a swarm of angry bees comes at me, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I start running all the way. It was pretty hilarious. They go away pretty, like their aggro doesn't stay on for long. So I go attack another one and get his stinger. I know you can make like dart guns in this game, and I think the stinger you can use for one more item. I can't remember which though. So I was just thinking, heaven, there's another angry bee swarm. Ah, yeah, there's a glitch in this game. Like if you like kill an enemy or chop down a tree or pick something too close to the edge of the world, it'll fall out into the out of the map onto that water, which I love the water effect in this game. But the item will fall in there and you won't be able to get it, and it'll just disappear. Like, it's really frustrating. I don't know why that happens and why they haven't fixed it yet. But like I said, it's a beta, you know, you gotta give them time for stuff like that. I know they have more important things to do. It's just a minor gripe. Okay, now as you can see, I just put my trap down, and then what you do is you have to bait it, and then the jackalopes will go and take the bait. And they're supposed to get stuck in the trap, but for some reason that one didn't do it. And I tried again, and I just went ahead and killed him. What you do is you have to intersect him, so that when he sees you, he'll run to his rabbit hole, but you'll have to come at him so his rabbit hole's behind you, so he'll have to go through you. And right as soon as he touches you, you hit him with your axe, and that's how you kill him. Then you can get their morsel, and you can cook that and eat it, or you can cook it and feed it to the pigmen, and they will follow you. And you can get a giant army. And what you can do is you can attack all the spider dens and stuff, and they'll eat. Like, you can hit chop on a tree, and it'll go and chop the tree down. It's awesome. Like, it's really useful. I wonder if you hit mine on a boulder, if they'll go mine that for you, because they just have their claws. I don't know if they can do that or not. I have to actually have to test that next episode, because I have no clue. Here I was just talking about like how much time I just wasted chasing that stupid gobbler, and I was wondering where my camp was, so I just had to take a quick look at the map. And I thought I wasn't gonna make it before nighttime, but I make it like right before night turns all the way night. I make it to my science machine to put my fire down. Yeah, I'm really mad that my live commentary didn't get recorded, because I felt like it was pretty good, you know. But alas, you know, it's no big deal, you know. I just gotta record post commentary. You guys might not like that too much, but it's the only thing I can do. I'm really sorry. And like I said, I have something planned later today. It's gonna take up the rest of my evening. If you must know, it's double XP weekend on Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and I'm 8th Prestige, and I know for a fact that I'll be Master Prestige by tonight. Because like usually I usually earn like around 10,000 experience per game. Well, on double XP weekend days or double XP weekends, I usually earn around 40,000 experience a game. It's pretty crazy. And right here, I was accidentally turned the camera because I was trying to hit E for inventory, like Minecraft, because I was just playing that a couple days ago. Now, back before the update, what you would do is you would research items, and you would get research points, and you would research your item by putting it into the science machine. But you can't do that anymore. I was just wondering if you could do it. And here I was just looking how to make a log suit, and I saw that I didn't have enough materials. I go ahead and make the ropes though, but I still need to get 2 logs. So I make a torch, and I try to go mine, or not mine, yeah, I mine some logs. Go chop some logs, but you know. And here I make a spear, which does more damage to enemies, and I think it lasts a little bit longer than tools against enemies. I want to take a sip of my drink real quick. So yeah, it's a pretty handy tool. There's also a boomerang, which I attempt to make later in the episode, but I figure out you have to make the science engine. And see, this is the only science machine. The science engine, like, opens up a whole new world of, like, research things that you can prototype and then make, which I will work towards next episode. But see here, I was trying to light the tree on fire, so give me some light, but I forgot that you can't do that unless you see the tree. So I felt like a complete idiot, so I'll go ahead and go back to my camp. See, I couldn't even make another fire pit or anything, or a fireplace, because I didn't have any. I had, I think, 2 logs. Yeah, 2 logs. And I think you need 4. So yeah, I was just stuck here. Yeah, go ahead and use 2 logs on there because I don't have enough for anything anyway. But here I was just looking at some of the recipes, and I didn't ever notice this. There was some awesome stuff in this magic section, like the amulet, and I was wondering what that is. The nightmare fuel. I don't know how to get that. Like, this is the first time I've ever even seen nightmare fuel. But all this stuff seems awesome, so I'm gonna do some research before the next episode, and I'm gonna figure out how to make nightmare fuel, and then I'm gonna make some of those, like I want the dark sword. That sounds awesome, and the nightmare armor. That sounds really awesome. So I want to go ahead and make that stuff. Hopefully next episode, depending on how you get the nightmare fuel. You know, I'm not entirely sure. What I was speculating in the episode is you probably get it by digging up graves. Before the update, when you dug up graves, you would get like random trinkets, and you could research them for 150 research points. Maybe, and sometimes like you would dig one up and a ghost would come out. Maybe if you would like dig one up and a ghost comes out now, and you fight that ghost, maybe, I'm not saying this is how it happens, but this is just speculation, but maybe he drops nightmare fuel. Or maybe you just get it randomly from graves. I don't know what else would drop that, or where else you would get that. Because I mean, in here, my axe broke, so I'll go ahead and make another one. But yeah. Hopefully my commentary is pretty good in this episode. It's I'm kind of like down about what happened to my audio, but that was just a stupid mistake on my part. That was all my fault. Like, oh man, that was such a stupid thing to do. But you know, I'll learn from my mistake, and I hopefully won't do it again. So as you can see, the frame rate is pretty bad, and I'm really sorry for it. But you know, I'll just probably stick to some Binding of Isaac episodes. I may make like maybe 10 episodes of the Don't Starve. Just give you a little taste of how it is, and then when I make my new machine eventually, when I upgrade my computer, I'll do another little series on it. Maybe a long series, who knows. And I'm not sure when Binding of Isaac Rebirth comes out, but I'm 100% sure that I will make a series on that, because that game is gonna be the tits. Okay, it's gonna be the tits, and I'm depending on how Mugenics is, I might make a series on that too. But speaking of which, speaking of new games, there's this game that I saw a Rock Lee Smile video, which if you don't know him, he's awesome. You should check him out. It's called Paranormal Activity. Obviously a pun on Paranormal Activity, but what it is, it's a voxel-based shooter, and it's a roguelike like Isaac. So every time you spawn into like a certain one room, and then you go from room to room fighting enemies, and when enemies die, they drop stuff, and they drop money, and with the money you can go into a shop and buy an item, and every time, and then there's always one boss for the floor. When you beat the boss, he drops an item and you can go down the next floor. Well, the way that game is, like, there's I think 4 guns on the game, and it starts you with a random gun every time you start the game. It's only in beta, and I think it's only on Desura right now. But you start out with a random weapon, and then, which Rock Lee Smile pointed this out already, there's a crossbow. And what the crossbow is this crossbow, and you have to aim back, like you have to pull back the bolt, and the farther you pull back, the more damage it does, and the longer distance it flies. And you can pretty much one-shot everything except bots, and you can two-shot bots with it, and it's super fast to pull back the bolt. So that gun is already super overpowered. And here, as you just saw, I was eating those berries because they were about to go spoiled, and I didn't really want them to just go spoiled. So I just went ahead and ate them. You know, they almost filled my hunger bar all the way. So that was pretty awesome. And you see right here, this stupid rabbit ate my bait again and didn't get caught. I had no clue what the heck was going on with that. But eventually, somehow, one of those 2 rabbits gets stuck. Yep, there he goes. He's about to get stuck in that trap. And here I was letting my dog in because he was whining at the door because it was raining outside. Well, it still is. Yeah, sorry about that cut. That's when I was letting my dog in. And that's when I noticed that my audio was messed up. So yeah, here I'm still gonna, yeah, and I noticed that I caught something, so I had no clue. I was looking at my morsel count, and I still saw that I only had 1, and I noticed that I have that rabbit in my inventory. So I was like, oh, that's cool. I don't know if you can like take them as pets now or something, but that's pretty awesome. You can just have a rabbit in your inventory. Yeah, here I was playing around with this because I noticed another stupid mistake on my part. I forgot to hit record again. So my audio, like my recording was still stopped. So my voice, like there was no recording up until then anyway. And over there I dropped the rabbit and I killed him for his morsel. But next episode I'll try to catch one again and see if you can keep it as a pet, which would be pretty awesome. I know you can get a small bird egg, and if you hatch it, you'll get a tiny, cute little small bird, and it'll grow up and like it'll follow you around and stuff. But yeah, so I don't really have much to talk about today. But one thing I do want to tell you guys, I got dropped off by my friend, and what I want to mention about my friend is that he's got a '66 Ford Mustang. And it's like really it's like really bright yellow with 2 racing stripes, like black racing stripes running down the middle. It looks amazing on the outside, and the interior and stuff is all redone and everything. The only thing that's wrong with it is his dad like kind of half-assed the remodeling of it. So the engine is kind of messed up on it. But it runs and everything, and it sounds pretty nice, and it looks amazing. But yeah, I was just going to mention that because he drove me home from school today. See, every other week he drives me home from school because he alternates. Like, 1 week he stays with his mom, who lives in town, and then the other week he lives with his dad, who lives in the country, so, kind of close to where I live. So every other week he'll drive me home. But today he had some extra money, So he just drove me home, which was pretty awesome. And here, I wanted to make the boomerang, so I was looking at the ingredients for the boomerang. So I'm like, oh, that's easy. 1 plank, 1 piece of silk, and 1 charcoal. That's so easy. But what I didn't read is you need an alchemy engine. So I'm like, oh, that is so easy. So what I do is I quit my torch right here, and I start looking for a tree. Because my goal was that I was going to burn down a tree. Because what you do is you burn down a tree, and then it'll be like a scorched looking little skinny tree with no leaves. You hit that once with your axe, and it'll turn into charcoal. You'll see. You see, I had that same predicament. So I quit my axe again. I'm like, how can I do this? So I thought smart. I made a new torch, and then you just hold that, and it says light, and you can just light it on fire. Look how bright that is. Isn't that awesome? So, but see, the big trees, they take quite a while to burn out. But hey, man, look at the nice fire that you have. Look how much area it illuminates. Oh, and then it just randomly goes out. But yeah, there I was waiting for it to go out so I can chop it down. I didn't think of the... Oh yeah, and you can get fire damage, which just happened to me, but not much. See, as you can see, hit that once, bam, charcoal. That's all I needed. And now, next ingredient, which I can't see right now, but the next ingredient is silk. And the way you get silk is you either... Sometimes when you kill spiders, they'll always drop monster meat, and sometimes they'll drop silk. But another way to get silk is if you attack their nest and you destroy their nest. As you can see, my beard grew there. That's what I was pointing out with the cursor. But when you destroy their nest, the nest explodes into maybe 3 or 4. As you can see, I'm putting my log suit on now for some extra protection. But the nest breaks into 4 pieces of silk. As you can see, I'm looking for a spider nest, which one right on the left of me. So I go, and that spider web kind of stuff, that's not for show. That actually slows you down. That's the new addition. But you can get a pitchfork as a tool, and you can clear it up. It's pretty cool. As you can see, I accidentally picked up that monster meat and ate it, and all my stats went down. If you eat monster meat, even cooked, it'll hurt you. As you can see, oh, yeah, only 3 pieces of silk. Had no inventory space, so I just dropped the 5 flowers. Don't need those right now. And fires are really plentiful. I mean, flowers, not fires. Flowers are really plentiful. So I pick up the silk, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is awesome. Now all I need to do is prototype some wooden planks. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just pick up my book bag. No big deal. Didn't even get hit. Go to my science machine, make me a boomerang, and I'm gonna be a true baller. So I'm like, okay, yeah, refine, prototype that board. I'm like, yes, last ingredient. I can finally make a boomerang. I've never used a boomerang. That's why I'm so excited. And I'm like, bam, why can't I make it? Use an alchemy engine to build a prototype. Ah, facepalm, hard as can be. And then I don't have enough resources to make an alchemy engine. Next episode, I will make the alchemy engine and a boomerang. I promise. But this is going to be the end of the episode. Thanks for watching. I know this one's going to be kind of weird because of the audio, but that'll be all. Catch you later. Peace.